What's going on? In this how to draw video, I'm going to be drawing Goku's head, the front view, and also the view of him looking up. And I'll be in a couple of requests for doing a head tutorial. So I'm going to do one of a popular character. And so for this, whenever I'm drawing, different heads and things like that, especially all the videos that you see me do, I'll always start with a circle, and I start to work my way, drawing in the details after that. And sometimes when I'm drawing the head, I can use a square shape also. But for this one, I'm drawing or starting out with a circle, and I'm showing how I kind of go quickly into adding details into the process. And drawing the head is kind of fairly quickly, especially for this. I sped up it just a little bit because I didn't want it to be a long 40-minute video, and based on watch time, I know a lot of you won't be able to see it, so I started to speed up a little bit. But I started out typically the way I do my normal heads. I don't use the circle, then the line in the middle, line across the eyes, and when I start to get in and add in as much of the shapes that I want, I kind of go straight into the details. What you see me doing right here now, where I already added in the eyes, I added in the nose, the mouth. I'm kind of following the lines as I'm going across. I'm kind of just adding in everything as I go. And right now I'm adding it in, dark, because I kind of have a general idea of, where to place the different things. And plus I've drawn, Dragon Ball characters, since when I was young. So it's kind of easy to draw them out quickly, because I'm still used to drawing Goku's head, where they have the eyebrows and the eyes are attached to the eyebrows, and that Akira Toriyama style. And so it's always fun going back and drawing those characters. So right now I'm adding in his hair, and drawing in hair, I always like to, sometimes I'll make it thick where I'm just lightly drawing out the hair and then going back in and darkening in. That way I can kind of know how big the hair is or how big the head is. To kind of, it's like me trying to measure things out, because even though the lines are fine, I'm still going in a little bit light, even though but the paper I'm using is easy to erase, and the lines will completely vanish. But I like to kind of go in with the hard strokes, even though I'm actually pressing on the paper real light to add in those details. And usually when I'm going to add in the cross hatching, I'll always start to go a little bit more heavy, well, depending on the angle of the cross hatching. Adding in his neck and his chest. I'm adding in other parts of his hair, kind of get that part in the back. And always have to make sure you get all those little spikes, or at least the spikes that are detailed to this particular character. If you draw the spikes the wrong way, then it's a different character. Have his hair going every which way. I guess you could say this is kind of like a mixture between his hair and, I guess, the Ultra Instinct hair. His hair is shaped different when he's in his other mode. Right, I'm just darkening it up. And usually, especially when I'm drawing Goku, I'll just shade and blacken the whole thing. But for this one, I just decide to add in some little hair streaks in there. You'll see me start to add in, just to kind of give it just some extra lines coming from where the hair is coming out. Just giving it a little extra detail. And see, drawing faces aren't it's not that hard. I mean, it all depends on your skill level. The more you practice, there's always different methods for drawing the face. So there's no one method. Even the method I've just shown you is not really the true method. I mean, everybody draws faces different, especially from a front profile. Side profile could be different. I mean, it all depends on. I mean, I could draw this head using just boxes or just sketching it out really quick. There's no true way. It's all based on you practicing and getting it down quickly, or you can sketch it out without any base behind it. Just draw it out. You see me adding in the quick lines just to drop in that shadow. If you've seen all my detailed videos of me drawing, I always like to draw those either whether straight lines or cross-sectional lines. I like adding those lines. And even in my color work too, I'm gonna start posting some more color drawings. Cause I haven't really been coloring enough, or had time to. But I might start doing a lot more of those. So darkening some of the lines, adding in his piece of his clothing or his shirt. And the wrinkles, not wrinkles, but the wrinkles in the clothing. Now for this one, I am drawing his head looking up. And for this one, I did his head the same way, the circle. And you see I added a circle on the bottom where the chin is. And the line is now, kind of like at an arch because he's looking up. So the head is going to look kind of like a forming a 3D shape to draw the eyes on. And also made a triangle for the nose because the nose is going upwards. And I just add in the eyebrows, dropping the lines down. And whenever I'm drawing a head going up, I always draw the circle and I add that little circle or oval shape on the bottom where the chin is. It's kind of a way of showing that the ball is tilted up, because sometimes you can't really tell because it's just a ball and you're drawing the face or however you want to do it. But for me, I like to add that little circle on the bottom to kind of just show where the breaking point is and where the chin will start. I just connect the head right straight to that little oval on the bottom. Get that arch for the bottom of the chin. Adding in the ears. The ears are lower when the head is tilted up. Finishing up that neck, the chest. Darkening some of the lines. And I know a lot of times, sometimes, it's tricky to draw hair, especially when the head is tilted at different angles. But you just have to think about the shapes in 3D space to know how the hair will relate to the head when you're drawing it in different angles. If the way I've drawn it before, if you see more of the hair with the head looking straight at you, as the head tilts up, the less you see of the hair. So right now his head is tilted up, so you see more of the front of the hair. You kind of start seeing, I guess, just a little bit of the hair in the back, but you're not going to see a lot of the hair on the top that you would if the hair was, straight down. Which is why now I kind of just, it's easier. You kind of just draw the spikes in the back because the hair is there. It's just that you won't see, most of it at the front. And I guess, with Dragon Ball characters, it's a little easier because you're basically drawing the head in different angles and just drawing a bunch of spiky hair and whatnot, but it's still you have to practice to do that. And right on adding in the details for the shadows before, straight lines going down, darkening some of the hair, adding those little streaks. The same as with the other one, I could have just used the straight lines to kind of blacken out his hair, but I wanted to just add in those slight little hair streaks in there. Darkening up some slightly little areas. That way my eye can kind of not get too confusing with some of the extra lines there. Just so I can fix it up a little bit. And at this point I would have, went in and start to ink everything, and depending on whether you want to add color to it or not. You see how because I added that nose, I had a little diamond shaped nose going up, I already know how or where the position of the nose are and how how far it's going up. So you see I'm adding in the shadow right on top of that. Darkening that bottom of the nose there. Adding in some more lines to show his expression. But that's it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, you can go ahead and hype it up, like, comment for anything else you want to see, and take care.